State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Florida Gators offense will come out first. And guys, this was an interesting, if not confounding, experience to watch last year. We'd seen Florida State's issues all season, but it really felt as if the changing of the guard happened with the way the Gators just dismantled them.
It was a very sloppy game from Florida, too, even though they got the dominant win on the road. And funny, thinking back to that game, David, maybe the play of the year for DJ Lagway. Do you remember that time he threw the D lineman off him that was going to get a sack, was able to run out to the right, find a completion? That was big man strength by a young true freshman quarterback, and a big reason why I know Gator fans are excited for this one.
Yeah, and these two teams couldn't have had more opposite seasons. Both started really struggled out the gates, but Florida really turned it around, and you could feel the momentum going the other direction. Florida State, they flat jumped off a cliff. I mean, it was awful. They ended up having more inches of snow in their stadium than they did wins a year ago. This rivalry means something. We got to get the best out of Florida State.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sturdivant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Caught behind the line. It's Sturdivant. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Noles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Now this offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college, didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Got it behind the line. It's Sturdivant. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ochuk.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And they swarm him under. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On the run, it's Ochuk. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Sturdivant. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try the left side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
And the Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw again. Got the back over the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll keep it on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And this one will be stopped for no gain. While they dial up on second and a long way to go. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Motion from the back. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off play action. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Gets it out quickly. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
caught in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Gators headed quickly to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Wide open downfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now, I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now, let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Sturdivant. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. To the air on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The inside handoff. Makes it past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.